Hello everyone, this is Era Felon playing another Epic Megagames platformer. This is Xargon, Beyond Reality. It's the first in, I believe it's a 3 or 4 game series similar to other shareware releases. So I'll just launch into the game. As you can see, the font's the same as in Jill of the Jungle. But there are a lot of other things that are not the same. For instance, there's a lot more story here. Jill is basically just, Jill is off exploring, and yeah. You have this, I think he's an archeologist. He remembers taking notes at a wall, started to feel dizzy, sat down to rest, and then everything's a blur and he's not sure where he is or what's going on. And we have digitized sound and music. We have 256 color VGA graphics. Default controls are the same as in Jill, where it's Alt to jump, Shift to shoot. You do start each level with one laser bullet. There's a monster, you shoot the monster. Take enough shots, it gets dead. You get points. Extra laser bullet means I can now have 2 shots on the screen at once. If you press enter for your inventory, see 2 laser bullets. There's some other types of weapons you can get. There's gate keys, which are special things to open locked gates. Power objects, I forget what those are. They're probably a plot important thing. Okay, fruits, you collect those, you get extra health. The way those work is every time you get 16 fruit, it will restore 1 bar of health. If you are at full health when you get 16 fruits, they kind of stay there until you need them. So if you have full health and 16 fruit, as soon as you get hit, the fruit's consumed, you get health back. So it's basically like having an extra bar of life. You have doorways you can press up to go through. Emeralds you can use to buy things. That's an interesting addition to the game. You press B for the buy menu. You can buy health if you have enough emeralds. You can get an extra laser, which lasts for the rest of the level. Rapid fire, same thing. That's basically, I think, like 4 or 5 extra shots at once. Fireballs are your mega shots. You get those in some levels. You can also buy them from here if you're having difficulty with some enemies. That'll just clear through a whole bunch of them. And invincibility is what it sounds like. Here we have 2-8 to turn back in the floor. Yeah, best way to clear this room is you wait for the spikes to go down. Go to the side and jump back. I went a little too far there too quickly. Took some damage, no big deal. You have boxes that fall out of the sky sometimes. You can shoot those to get what's inside. And as it warns, sometimes they're booby trapped. Laser bullets, you control them after you fire them to some extent, so if you just shoot, it goes straight forward. If you shoot and hold up, they'll kind of curve upward. Same thing if you hold down. There is obviously a limit to that, but it's an interesting addition. And as you can see, as I did that, you can also look up and down. A useful thing to have in any platformer. You jump up here. Yeah, shots you can shoot as fast as you can press the button, as long as there are not beyond the limit of shots on the screen already. So if you have 2 shot limit, you can have up to 2 shots of the screen. But if you're right up near something you're shooting, you can just keep pounding that fire button and pump it full of shots. Exit, we go back to the map. Oh, that stage is clear. I didn't explore the whole thing. There's not that much down there. Of course, you can save on the map. Standard, fairly standard fare for this type of game. I have another journal entry. Doesn't understand the place, has a hard time believing it's real, wonders if he's in a coma or dead. Everything is bizarre, like it's out some kind of fantasy. He's recording everything in his notebook, and yeah, that's kind of a fallacious thing there, because if this is all a dream, is he going to have his notes when he wakes up? I don't think so. If you're taking notes in your dream, you don't have your notes in reality. That's something I tend to do in my dreams, actually, is I'll start writing something down or try to take something back to the real world with me when I realize it's a dream and I'm about to wake up, and of course it doesn't work. And if something's in a dream, it's in the dream. Yeah, that was rapid fire. Some stages just give that to you. Basically, I think it should just have, like, yeah, 5 laser bullets. So you can pretty much shoot them as fast as you can shoot. Again, it's not auto fire, it's rapid fire. You can shoot once per time you press the button. You cannot just keep shooting continuously by holding it. Still, that's enough to pretty much take out any basic monster with little difficulty. Just go a little further. Yeah, you can see I now have 16 fruits. It changes which fruit icon it has in the status bar depending on what type of fruit you last got, which is a neat little touch. So I'm going to go get hit on purpose just to demonstrate the way that works. I have 16 fruit. Suddenly I have 0 fruit, but I'm still at full health. So yeah. Again, rapid fire, very convenient for taking out monsters. I think around here somewhere there was a key. Yeah, there's the key. Springboard up to that. The key is now in the status bar. Notice it's not in this inventory because that's a in-level key and not one of the gate keys you need for the map. The gate keys, I believe, are in levels beyond this. I think I'll just finish the stage out. Jump back up to the top. Huh. Okay, that's how you get to those. These clouds are solid, weirdly enough. I don't think there's any real indication of that other than there's no other conceivable way to get to those emeralds there. Yeah, you use the key, it opens the door, you get to the exit, and that's the stage clear. And yeah, the story continues. Going to assume this is real until I have reason to believe otherwise, or else I may really be dead soon. Yep. Always a good idea. If you find yourself in a bizarre situation, don't assume you're safe. In any case, this has been Arafellan playing Xargon from Epic Megagames. Next time I think I'll come back with a later Epic game that they're probably better known for. And I hope to see you then.